Hello lovelies, welcome back to the Rabbit and Red Lounge, and today we're going to be talking about Killer Klowns from Outer Space. It's a 1988 movie, and I can honestly say that I didn't have too high of expectations for this movie. I'd been wanting to watch it for a while. It's been on my watch list. One of my subscribers and Patreon fiends, David Martin, had recommended it to me before, so I'm like, I really need to watch this movie because everybody keeps telling me I need to watch it. But I had a feeling it was gonna be good. I was excited to watch it, but I am not too big on clown movies, and it actually turned out to be a whole lot better than I thought it would be. Its ratings, it got a 6.1 out of 10 on IMDb, so it's okay. But then it got a 74% on Rotten Tomatoes, so that one was interesting. Yeah, so it starts off in like this little small town, and everybody's out at like the kissing spot where everybody would go to make out, and of course, like any good horror movie, they get interrupted. And there's what they think is a meteor, and it falls into the woods. And this one couple goes out to investigate, and they come across a circus tent. Before I go any farther, there's one thing I did forget to mention. Before the young couple goes out there to investigate the circus tent, there's this old man who lives like out there in the country, and he's got his dog with him, and they go out to investigate. The dog gets taken, and we never see the dog again. And I'm very upset at this because I love dogs. I love all animals, but dogs and snakes and bats especially. And so when a dog dies in a movie, I cry. People die in movies. I'm sorry, I don't. But a dog dies and I cry. And so this dog gets taken, and we never see this dog again. And he doesn't die like the people died. I think they scooped him up in a net and took him away. And I was very disturbed by that. I don't quite know what to think about that. But anyway, back on with the movie. They find the circus tent, and they go inside and inspect it, and they think it's just like an actual circus, which I would be skeptical because there's nobody there. They're walking around in there, and there's nobody, there's no animals, there's no people, nothing. I would have figured out something was up from the get-go just from that. But no, they go in and they're inspecting it and everything, and all of a sudden the clowns appear. Now, I have to say, I love the designs of the clowns. They weren't just like people dressed up in clown costumes. They actually were, the way their bodies were proportioned, their heads were really large, they were tall, their faces were even shaped funny. It was incredible. I loved the way they did the makeup and the costumes and everything for the clowns. But yeah, so they get chased by these clowns because the clowns are taking people and wrapping them in cotton candy cocoons, and then the people that are in there apparently turn to like a liquid. I don't know, not too much is explained on the whole process, but they get turned into the liquid, and the clowns drink them with a crazy straw. It's pretty amazing. The clowns come, and apparently when they're chasing the young couple, they unknowingly lead the clowns to the town. Like, I feel like they didn't know really that the town existed there until they chased the kids to the town. But yeah, so they chase them there, and they wreak havoc over everything, and I feel like they've taken everybody out of the town and turned them into cotton candy cocoons. And the cops that are in this town are hysterical because you have one that's actually pretty good at his job, and he knows what he's doing, and he's apparently like pretty fresh out of the academy. And then you have the older seasoned cop who's just has a bad temper, and he's like a little off his rocker, and the people are calling in about the clowns, and he doesn't believe them. He thinks that apparently he thinks that everybody in the whole town is in on this practical joke, and the phones are just ringing off the hook, and he's ignoring them all because he thinks it's all part of a joke. And I'm like, okay, if more than 5 people started calling about clowns attacking them, I feel like you would realize that it's not a practical joke anymore. Like, something's got to be up. But no, he didn't get it. Apparently the only way to kill the clowns, or just the best way to kill the clowns, is to shoot them in the nose. You shoot them in the nose and they explode, and it's amazing. I don't want to give too much away and spoil it and spoil the ending and everything, but it was such a good movie. Like, just like I said, the costumes, the way the clowns were done, the effects too of like the tent where the clowns lived. It's kind of like a maze and funhouse type thing, and then the different rooms that they've been in. It's just the set for it is really nice. I liked it a lot. It didn't, a lot of parts of it didn't make much sense, but that's kind of what I loved about it, because it was just wacky and out there, and yeah, it was good. So if you haven't seen this movie, I give it a 4.5 out of 5, just because it's pretty high up there on my list of favorite movies. But it was a really good movie, and you'll laugh a lot at it, and that's kind of how you have to take a lot of these older movies, especially the ones done in the 80s. You have to just kind of take it lightheartedly and don't be too much of a critic on it, and just watch it and enjoy it for what it is. And the Killer Klowns from Outer Space is definitely one of those movies. It's just a fun movie to watch. I loved it. So y'all need to go check it out, and if you haven't seen it, I recommend you go see it. If you have seen it, let me know what you think of it, and if you watch this video and then go watch Killer Klowns, let me know what you think of it too. I'm curious. I'm sure there's got to be other people out there that love it as much as I do, so. Alright, I'll catch y'all next time, guys. Stay spooky.